Alrighty, so I'm trying to get a Hesper blade right now for my friend, because that's the last part she needs for Hesper. And yeah, this is so much fun right now. I love this. Nothing like Void Armageddon for like 20 minutes at a time just for a chance at it. Funny enough, it only took me like 2 or 3 attempts to get it for myself. It really was not that bad. And hey, I've grinded for worse before, just gotta really put it out there. Did the Lotto Vandal grind before the changes came out that made it way easier to get Lotto Vandal and Bratton Vandal, even though those changes happened like really shortly after I got the Lotto Vandal. I'm still happy with it because, I mean, I don't want anyone else to have to go through that amount of torture. But anyway, while I'm just trying to get this right now, Bethesda actually put out some pretty big news, and it really makes you wonder if Asha, however you say her name, the new Xbox CEO, is really putting in work. Because, I mean, this is quite the timing with all the restructuring that Xbox is doing, the layoffs that happened recently. It seems to be a little too coincidental to, just be a coincidence. I feel like Asha has probably been really pushing Bethesda for this. But regardless, Bethesda, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, both getting remastered, and Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6. And then, yeah, more Starfield stuff and Fallout 76 and Fallout Shelter, whatever. And who cares about that? We got Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas getting remastered. Fallout 5 I kind of care less about, but Elder Scrolls 6 I'm really interested in. Honestly, I didn't know if I was ever going to get another Elder Scrolls game in my lifetime, or if I was going to have to wait like another 20 years or something. Because Skyrim was what, 2011? It's been 15 years since a new Elder Scrolls has come out. I don't really consider Elder Scrolls Online a new Elder Scrolls game. That's kind of its own thing. It's live service, It's not traditional Elder Scrolls, I should say. Not that classic single player experience with a massive world to explore. And then for Fallout, most of my experience for Fallout is actually on New Vegas. I did the whole playthrough on my YouTube channel. I started Fallout 4. I definitely did enjoy it. I kind of just got tired of it after a little bit. It's not exactly Fallout 4's fault. It was just the fact that I was making so many videos on Fallout. Just a whole gameplay playthrough was kind of exhausting. But regardless, Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 are definitely big news, because those are massive IPs with just proven success. It's wild that Bethesda has not done anything with them for so long, because they're pretty much guaranteed to be a success. I mean, it's kind of like as obvious as making a new GTA game or a new Red Dead Redemption. Like, people don't even have to see a trailer for it or see any sort of gameplay. Damn, gosh darn, Gale Force Dawn, I don't need it. I guess I'll just continue this run. But people don't need to see a trailer or anything else to get hyped about an Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout 5. People just hear it and they're getting excited already. They're already probably planning to pre-order whenever that comes out. Pre-orders are so funny. I feel like people always say, oh, remember, no pre-orders. And then when a certain game comes around, people are just, they throw that out the window. They're like, oh yeah, I'm pre-ordering this. I don't even care. I'm too excited, man. I'm hyped for this. What was it? GTA 6 was just the pre-orders alone. It got like $1 billion already? That's crazy. That's kind of why I gave up on the whole no pre-orders thing. I was never really too much into that fight anyway, but look, people are just gonna spend their money however the heck they want to. That's why I never really complain about store prices or game prices. If a game or a store is well priced, I'm just grateful for it. I kind of just almost take that for, well, not exactly for granted, but I just really appreciate that. And then my experience for Elder Scrolls is mostly just with Skyrim and Oblivion. Less so for Oblivion. I remember I would always start it. You always start in that dungeon area, the prison, and I would always finish that area and then just really get lost. I would have no idea where to go afterwards, because what, Elder Scrolls Oblivion was 2004? I was literally 2 years old at that time. I probably first tried Oblivion in like 2009 when I was 7 years old. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know what was going on. But Skyrim, I kind of knew a little bit more what to do actually, and it's definitely where most of my experience has been. And Skyrim is, to me, it's the best Elder Scrolls game. I ain't got any problem with someone saying, oh, Oblivion's the best or Morrowind is the best. I will say, while Skyrim is definitely iconic and very nostalgic, rememberable, I feel like Oblivion, I think it is, has more memes to it. Obviously, there's the guy with the stop, you violated the law. I mean, that in itself is just so classic. It's almost like Oblivion jank or NPCs are just better than Skyrim, if that makes sense. But Skyrim, I think, from a gameplay and probably story perspective are just way better. I mean, the story in Skyrim I think is pretty nice, and you don't even have to be like a genius to understand it. It's pretty straightforward, but it's nice and I like it. It's pretty easy to follow, nothing complicated, but it's intriguing. And then gameplay, they definitely allow for a lot more gameplay variety. You can actually be a lot more of a spellcaster, because I was watching some Oblivion gameplay and wow, it looks like it's a chore to be some sort of wizard in that game. But this is definitely huge news. Hopefully Elder Scrolls 6 comes out next year. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like it's their main priority, and then Fallout 5 is kind of their secondary priority. Oh, and then of course the remasters. I'm definitely am looking forward to New Vegas and honestly 3. I've played a decent bit of Fallout 3. I don't remember too much from it. I never finished it, funny enough, because again, at that time I was still pretty young. I would always just get to a certain point and then I kind of just stopped there, because really when I was a little kid I was just hopping between games so much. I could never really stick to one to actually finish, especially with all the consoles at that time. Messing around on the GameCube some, the PlayStation 2 still, the original Xbox, the Wii, then the 360 as well. I just had too many games to play. I need to make sure all the enemies are actually clear from the location whenever I go to next, what is it called? Amp thing, oxidizer, amp, exo damper, that's what it's called. I wish the next exo damper would start when you actually finish all the enemies in an area. So annoying having to clear them out every time to then move to the next one while the timer's like ticking down. But Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, I'm excited for them. I guess they're going to be similar to the Oblivion remaster. Now, remaster and remake, those are always jumbled terms. I feel like most companies just say remaster, because to be fair, it does sound nicer than remake. It's a lot easier to put remaster on a box label than remake. But really, I think for the remasters, I think I would just simply like graphical improvements, maybe bug fixes for like the actually serious bugs that hinder the game. And then I don't know about gameplay feel. That's a questionable one, because to be honest, Bethesda has never really had great gameplay or gunplay. It's always been a bit weak, a bit jank. It's never been their strong suit. The strength of Bethesda has really always been world building. I feel like that's the main thing, just world buildings. Like the worlds that you have to explore in Bethesda games are crazy. I do think Skyrim got gameplay down pretty decently, and then Fallout 4 definitely was a step up from 3 and New Vegas. So I don't know if I want the gameplay to be improved upon for Fallout 3 and New Vegas, the remasters, or if I want it to be the same. Like the VAT system I still want to be the same, but maybe weapon handling could be a little bit improved, at least like touched up on a little bit. I don't know, it's just hard to say. Regardless though, I think that all these games are probably going to sell pretty dang well. 3 and New Vegas are beloved games. Fallout as a series, it was beloved. You also got the Amazon TV series going on for it, so that's something to capitalize upon. And then Elder Scrolls, also just a beloved series. People have been yearning for the Elder Scrolls 6, because yeah, there's Elder Scrolls Online, but it can also just probably feel like a lot to hop into as a new player. I've dabbled in Elder Scrolls Online here and there some, and I just, it's so much to take in. I could never really get that invested into it, but you know what you can get invested into? A single player non-live service game. That should be no issue at all. I would say though, I would not mind if they added multiplayer for it, as in co-op. I do think that would always be something nice for the Bethesda games, just being able to play co-op with your friends. That would be a nice little thing to add. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep on farming this Hesper blade. Hopefully it does not take too long. It's a 10% drop chance, and yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of all of these Bethesda games, even Fallout 5 if I'm not too into Fallout as I am Elder Scrolls. But hope they're all good, hope they all go well. Sounds like they're coming next year for the most part. We'll have to see how things go. But anyway, I think that's about all I got to say for now. Oh, and by the way, for the Heldren and Elite Archimedia discussion, sounds like DE is looking more so into Elite Archimedia rather than Heldren nerfs, so that is good. Anyway, I'll see you all in whatever I do next.